Right, the first 2 pages that you read and answered questions to were all about the geography of Rome. So Rome is located in Europe, the continent of Europe, just like Greece. And it's actually very close to Greece. We'll read about that. It was one of the largest and most prosperous empires in the world, which means it was huge and successful. So they believed in the beginning that it was a small collection of towns and on 7 hills near the shore of the Tiber River in Italy. It was located in the center of modern day Italy on a peninsula, which you know means it's surrounded by, the land is surrounded by water on 3 sides. And it stretches into the Mediterranean Sea, which is also right by Greece. So we're looking at a place close to where we just studied in Greece. Because they were so close to Greece, they were very influenced by Greece. So their houses were similar to the Greek houses. They adapted the Greek alphabet. They adopted Greek's history, their education system, their philosophies, and their religion was also based on the Greeks' religion. So they believed in similar gods and goddesses. So because they believe in more than one god or goddess, it is polytheism, which they have similar to Greece. And it eventually became the political center of a large empire, and at its height, it extended from Great Britain to Spain and from North Africa to Southwest Asia. If that doesn't mean anything to you, it just means it was huge. So when Rome was very successful, it covered a lot of land. The second page you read about was about the geography. So what was the land like and how did it help them? So their location offered several advantages. So one of the advantages provided by the Italian peninsula was the protection offered by the hills and mountains found throughout the region. Remember, Greece was covered in 80% mountains. They had tons of them. Rome also had a lot of mountains and they had a lot of hills. So there were 2 big mountain ranges in Rome. The Alps, which are Europe's highest mountains, you might have heard of them before, separated the Italian peninsula from the rest of the continent, and the Apennine Mountains run north to south along the length of the Italian peninsula. Both of these mountains made it difficult for people to cross from one side of the peninsula to the other, so they protected Rome against outside attacks. Okay, so they're protected from other people. They make it difficult to travel, they make it difficult to trade, but they protect the people in Rome. So they have all these mountains and they protect them from outside attacks. The hills also helped protect them. The climate, they had mild, rainy winters and hot, dry summers. The climate made it possible for them to have a strong agricultural base, which means they had really good farming. So they were able to grow wheat, grapes, and olives and build a consistent food supply so that they could prosper. So they had enough food for everybody. What they grow is similar to what the Greeks would grow: wheat, grapes, and olives. But they did have good farming so that they had enough food for their people.